Hey compassionate carnivores, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make the best scrambled eggs. Today we have a special guest, my mom. Woo! So actually I'm going to be learning with you guys today because I don't know how she makes it, but she makes the best scrambled eggs. My whole family says that, so we're going to learn. So what's the steps? What do you need?
I'm going to give you guys a couple of tricks. Some of them you might like, some of them you might not like, but we're going to start with farm fresh eggs, glass bowl, and then my secret ingredient is actually whipping cream.
A little bit, guys.
A lot of people don't like to have this, but this is why my eggs taste so good, I guess. I mean, otherwise I make it with love. And then I put a lot of whip into it, like really, like when I'm whisking it, I get a lot of air into it. I'm gonna start with the eggs.
Oh, she got a shell in it. I thought you were a professional.
I never said I was a professional.
I'm just kidding. She's a professional, guys.
You can see how beautiful these eggs are, that they're nice and yellow. I don't know how many you want me to make. Everybody eats all of them.
Yeah, we eat a lot of eggs. This is a good way to start the day.
They've got bacon going in the air fryer.
Yeah, the air fryer is the easiest way to make bacon. You just throw it in.
I put it in for 10 minutes and then I let it cook. I stir it and then I put it on for like, I don't know, another 5 minutes or so. Just get it a little crispy.
I got some stainless steel pots. I need pans. So if you guys know of good pans, please comment down below and let me know because this is garbage.
Another thing you're gonna need is Kerrygold butter. This is a must. You have to have this. This adds so much flavor to it and it adds, I don't know, I can't even describe it, but it gives you extra fat too. So I'm just gonna start this really quick on medium low, kind of go that way, and in a couple of seconds I'll put some butter in, but I'm gonna whisk this. You really wanna whisk these. I put it like an excessive amount of whisking into these.
Okay, so you whisk it for a long time, noted.
Yeah.
These are the fluffiest, most best scrambled eggs ever. Tell them about yourself if they don't know you. Tell your little quick carnivore story.
All right, so I've been carnivore for over a year now. I was vegetarian my whole life and kind of just switched after seeing Carrie. It took me a year to start the carnivore diet after him. I'm not really onto steaks and stuff, so my go-to is eggs, butter, and burgers. But I also add in my cream and my cheese. I'm not willing to give that up yet. I've since lost about 55 pounds. My swelling in my legs have gone down. My migraines, not even anymore.
Yeah, she would get really bad migraines. I would too when I was little. I'd always get bad migraines.
Yeah, you did.
And now no more migraines.
Suffer. Like I think I had 23 migraines out of the month, and it was total migraines, not a headache. It was an actual migraine. I could go on and on, but if you guys want to learn more about me, go to Carrie's channel, Homestead How, and you will see me there. All right, I whisked the heck out of these guys. You got to whisk them really well. You can see there's a lot of air bubbles in it. That's what you want. You want to really, really get it. So here's the secret ingredient. Like I said, a lot of people don't like cream, but if you're okay with having cream, I kind of just, and then you see, kind of like orangish, yellowish, right?
So you want it to be white, right?
I want it to be a little bit more whiter or kind of looking creamy, so like this.
How many eggs do you think we did? A dozen?
I would say maybe a dozen. I don't know. But again, I just kind of eyeball it. If you want it more fluffy, you just use a little bit more cream.
Okay, now we're adding some butter.
This is a different trick that a lot of people don't really know either. Is I use a lot of butter because it's extra fat.
And it's good for you and it's delicious.
Sorry, another thing my extended family doesn't like. I like butter. It's where I get a lot of my fat from.
Butter's really good for you. My dad would always say, eat the butter, eat the butter, eat the fat. It'll clear your acne, and it cleared my acne. While it's cooking, I'll try to tell you my story short and sweet because some people know and some people don't know. So, hi, my name is Emma, and I'm 17 years old. My dad always says, how long have you been doing carnivore? How long have you been doing carnivore? I think it's like 2 years, but I don't like to say that because I fell off a bunch of times, but I've had way more ups than downs. So before carnivore, I was actually vegan for almost 5 years. I became vegan because I didn't believe an animal had to die for me to eat. It turns out millions of animals die and suffer awful, horrible deaths from pesticide poisoning and farming equipment. So that absolutely broke my heart. And so my dad had really bad depression and bipolar, and I saw him become a completely different person doing carnivore. And I was depressed too, and I wanted to be happy like him. But I knew I never could because the animal's dying. But then I learned that I caused them harm from the fruits and vegetables, so I decided I'd become a compassionate carnivore where I'd try to only eat animal products where I know came from and lived a good, loving, humane life. But that's not always possible, so I'm always thankful, grateful, and blessed for everything. I don't waste any food at all. I became happy and my acne went away. Like I said, I tried everything. You name it, I tried it. I went to the dermatologist, I think that's how you pronounce it, and nothing worked. And sometimes like I got a breakout right here because when it's around my cycle I get breakouts, but before when it was my cycle I'd break out out twice as bad as I already was. And then when I eat cheese or too much cream, I get breakouts. Another thing that I was talking about in my last video is that sunburns. Like I would get awful sunburns. So would she too, and now she has tan lines. Like she was just wearing a tank top and she has tan lines. We were always pale and we would get awful burns and now we tan. Don't get me wrong, I still get burnt, but it heals. Like the other day I was in the sun and I got really burnt, like my whole body was burnt, my back was burnt. The next day it healed, the next day it was tan and nice, and it's not painful at all. Before it was painful and I couldn't sleep.
You don't peel either. I'm very surprised at that you don't peel.
Well, you use beef tallow and you don't peel. I'm pretty sure that's why, but the trick is you use cold water. Like if your face is burnt, just keep putting cold water on from the sink and then put beef tallow in the refrigerator and slather it on. It's been used for centuries and it's rich in A, D, E, and K. My sister Katie and I have a business where we sell 100% natural tallow-based products, so I'll leave that link in the description below. Anyway, how's this coming?
Perfect. You can use tallow, which we do have tallow over there, but I prefer the butter.
I think butter has more flavor.
Yeah, so I literally have a lot of butter in it. But this is,
Can you see how white that is, guys?
It's kind of whiter and it's very fluffy and it has a lot of air bubbles in it. People aren't maybe gonna like this, but I do use a plastic spatula just to kind of get the edges, and you'll see why in a minute. So we're just gonna let this sit for a second. I have it on like medium-low heat. The other thing I think people like my eggs is because I leave them a little bit bigger. I don't like to like chop them up. So I see a lot of people like chopping them up. I like them a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they're nice, thick, and fluffy.
I let it sit, but I'm not letting the bottom burn.
I say this in every video too, because some people don't know, but you can thrift beautiful glass bowls. We thrifted this, it's $1. St. Vincent, I love it. They actually have good prices. I don't know if you guys have noticed too, but it's crazy. Like I love thrifting, but now you go to Goodwill and everything is so expensive. I want to find some good thrift stores where clothes is like $1 or $2, because now, people get really mad about this.
Well, our cooking's done now, George. You're too late.
He's the secret ingredient is his ginger hairs.
Ew.
Yeah, people get really mad, but hey, it's our food. Yeah, he's helping us clean it up.
We deodorize and sanitize everything. I'm gonna check this really quick. I like using the spatula because I can get around the edges and scrape the bottom really well.
You can see how buttery it is.
Another thing that I like to add in here, big shout out to Val. She is amazing with Dwight. I actually copied her and I got this. So this actually has the Redmond salt in it. I just put some in now, and then after it's done, I'll put some more in too. You can do that. You can do the Maldons.
Yeah, this is good to top it off.
I just
link in the description below. It's game changer.
Basically, this is what I just keep doing, is I just scrape the sides so nothing gets burnt. And then it comes in nice big chunks. Let it sit for a second. I don't want to let it sit too long, but I want it to get rid of some of the juice.
We made waffles. You just get a waffle maker and you put eggs and cheese and you can add cream cheese and it's so delicious. Oh my goodness. I made a video on that. I'll link it down below for you guys.
So if you guys look, it's just getting a lot thicker here. And I'm just taking it and scraping it. That's why I like the spatula. I'm really getting the sides. If I was using a wooden one here, you couldn't get on the edges. So that's why I know people are gonna yell and say plastics and stuff.
If you guys know a substitute, please let us know.
I'm not like scraping it or mixing it. I've seen people like kind of go nuts and mix it. I just kind of like
lightly, like
whip it, I guess.
Thick. So fluffy.
It's not little pieces. So I'm just gonna continue to do this. And then I even put a little more butter. Just butter makes it taste so much better. And then that will melt.
Yeah, now we're all gonna try it.
How you like it, Carrie? How does it look?
So fluffy.
They're the best eggs ever.
So fluffy, so buttery.
I have said on my channel many times, I don't do dairy, but apparently Jen's been poisoning me with dairy because I didn't realize. Well, I guess it's just a little tiny bit.
It wasn't much.
Heavy
It really
cream.
wasn't, yeah.
These eggs they're so much better than mine though. Every time Emma or I make eggs, they're a little tougher, right? They're a little crispy around the edges and they just don't taste as good.
do a crispy.
It's so good.
If you guys like this, leave a comment down below. Say, yay, Jen.
That is the secret to making the best fluffy scrambled eggs. Thank you so much for watching. We wish you all the very best today and always. Bye.
Bye.